Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 59 of the Sensational ArtaCast with your sensational hosts. And yeah, we are sorry we didn't have an episode last week, but it was due to multiple reasons. First of all, Eddie was a bit sick, and we were busy. And honestly, we can be honest with you, like we're struggling a bit with because like not much happening right now in the Lorcana world. The meta is settling. There's not much happening. With Infinity, it's like still a bit like speculative because like there will be another set before the important Infinity tournaments happen. So there's actually on the competitive side of the of yeah of the map, there's not much going on. So yeah, we struggle to make incredible content for you, but we try to. But today is a great day because we can talk about new cards, which is always like the most exciting part of. I think it's always the most exciting part,
Yeah.
because we are right here. But when you see this, we are right after the presentation of the first new cards of set 12. So we can talk with you about them and give you my first impression. As always, it's like always, LD already knows the cards. I don't. And that's exciting because you get my moments, and hopefully there are some moments. And LD is like more chill because he already thought about the cards. But yeah, LD, do you feel the same as me, a bit stuck right now because not much going on? And do you feel better from your because you were ill, right?
Yeah. I was. I went. I had like I had the classic, what I'm calling the classic set 11 set championship experience, which is you think I can't really be bothered to go, and then you do go and you turn up, sit down, lose a dice roll to dogs and lose 2-1, and then also get incredibly sick for the pleasure of leaving the house. Like it's like you turn up at a store, shake a load of hands, get ill, and then go home sad. Which is like, yeah. So you were hearing my voice. Like I'm now recovering. It was a pretty nasty illness, but I'm a lot better now. But yeah, on what you were saying about like where we are with the game, um, I'm super excited about set 12, but I think for me, like realizing what happened is like I very much did like overdo it early with set 11. I played a lot very, very early, because I wanted to be super prepared for casting the CCQ in Leicester, which feels like months and months ago now. It feels like it was almost like last year, but it was actually the same set we're in now. So I did a full round of casting preparation, then a full round of DLC preparation, played the DLC, traveled, did multiple things in that time, and somehow we're still playing the same set. So like it for me, it's at this point where it's all settled. It gets harder because I'm always going to try and do something a bit different, but just there is no point now. Like we know what's good, and that
Mm-hmm.
is what set championship season is.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just when I've overdone it at the start, it's less fun for me. So I don't think I'll be attending many events this time round. Um, but that's not because I'm low on the game. It's just like I'm burnt out on set 11. Like I've played hundreds and hundreds of games to prepare for these various things, and now I've seen enough. So for the people that are playing Infinity, um, you know, it's probably a format that will change less, but there's still that sort of looming threat of will there be more bans before the DLC?
Mm-hmm.
That's probably the biggest threat to shaking things up at the moment. There's a lot of unknowns, but one thing we
Yep.
can say for sure is there are new cards to look and at least some of them look very exciting. So I'm really excited today to go through with you because, yeah, for me it feels like the last fresh batch of cards we got was a very long time ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, really excited to go through and do this again. It's always a lot of fun. And should we say as well, like we've got our own card reveal coming up this
Mm-hmm.
week
Yep.
in a short separate video.
Yes.
So this video, this podcast today should be going up just after the Lawcast. And then our card reveal will go up on Thursday. That is the 16th. 16th? Question mark? Yes. At around 5 p.m. GMT, you'll get a short video where we discuss our own card reveal. Yeah, doing those separately so that we can talk about these cards as early as possible.
Yes, nice. Yeah, so I think, yeah, regarding Infinity, I think there is much to explore still. And as you said, like the problem is it's exactly like you said, like, um, my feeling is there will probably some other bands. I think, but that's all like unclear. My feeling would say there are more bands, but
Mm,
that's unclear. And Z12 is unclear. There could still be some cards for Infinity that shake that up still. I think this is always a possibility, at least, that a new set shakes up, even in Infinity format. So
yeah.
people might think, yeah, or for a reason, people might think, yeah, it doesn't make that much sense to test that. But although I have to say, like, if you test it, it still makes sense because, like, when I test Infinity, I get reminded about a lot of cards that I totally forgot. I got
Yeah.
once with Rapunzel trapped and stuff, and didn't think about it because Infinity. If you're just not very focused, then you forget about some cards that were gone for a long time now. And because in Gojoken we never think about like leaving damage on opposing characters. It's yeah, no for cat and stuff. But if you play against an Ember deck, I mean, like, you don't care about damage on opposing cards to leave that. But
Yeah, exactly.
Rapunzel is a card, like Rapunzel is a card.
Yeah. That is a
Um,
card that exists. Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, will be exciting. Okay, I think let's get right into it, right? We get right into the new cards, or do you have anything to say before we actually start? I'm very excited. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm really excited too. No, I was just going to say on Infinity quickly.
Yeah,
Yeah, completely understand what you're saying. I do think it's certainly not worth not practicing just
yeah.
because things are still a little bit unknown. Because you want to get a feel for that card pool and the format for sure. It feels to me like, those ban conversations and whether there should be additional bans. People's focus is kind of on Akud. I see a lot of conversation about Akud.
Mm-hmm.
Is it too good? Because it seems to be the common enabler in a lot of these crazy openings. Yeah, that whole idea of like on turn two, shift to Diablo, sing a Cood, play Muses feels pretty good to me. So, or that, and there are a lot of
Yeah,
these
I
kind
think
of
Prince
very
John
very
is
strong
also
openers that you can do.
always in the in
Yeah,
the in the room of like even if you like do that like in a deck like green yellow, you do that Diablo shift muses. If you don't have Prince John, how do you draw cards? Like, I mean, you have Diablo, but if the Diablo gets answered, then how do you want to play the game? I mean, Prince John is like a very very, but it's even like a card, like if you ban that, you really destroy some decks, and that's yeah, it's
yeah,
tough,
yeah,
but it's hard to say, like, but I think Steel Song in some ways must be adjusted, in my feeling, like either Ariel or a Akud or something like that. I
yeah,
think, but it's just my personal, and it's just my feeling right now. There's also like a super hyper aggressive green yellow deck apparently running around with that's like first on the ladder we don't talk about, like it has just hyper aggro green yellow with like um yeah, it's not dogs, but it has some dogs cards and Mulan and Creaky with Mulan and stuff. So like that is a hyper aggro
that's
green yellow
cool. That's really cool.
running around. That's like seems like be really strong. So maybe we are just too high on some other cards, and yeah, and don't respect like aggressive aggro decks, but it should be still totally trust still song, I think. But yeah, let's see.
Yeah, cool.
Um,
Yeah, plenty more to see over the coming weeks for
yes,
Infinity, and of
I
course,
think, yeah.
yeah,
From
like we say,
from now on, we talk always about the new cards, and then maybe a bit about Infinity in the beginning or something. Because constructed, I don't think
yeah,
we can talk much. Maybe there will be a card, a new deck or something, but yeah, I don't think this also for the people like super interesting to talk about Z11 like meta game
yeah.
anymore.
When it's like every set, only a certain number of cards tend to break through to being
Mhm.
constructed relevant and constructed playable. And even smaller, the bigger your card pool, the smaller the number of cards that break through will be. So, in terms of a set like this, it's very likely that not many will have a significant impact on Infinity. But as we go through the spoilers, if there are
Mm-hmm.
cards that look like they have a significant impact on an
Mm-hmm.
Infinity deck, then yeah, we'll talk about that and bring
Yes,
that
of
up.
course. Yeah.
And that'll be them. Yeah, some of these things may have potential in that format and could have, they're unlikely to create entirely new archetypes in Infinity. They could do, we don't know, we haven't seen them all yet, but they probably will just kind of naturally evolve and maybe improve some existing decks.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, worth talking about for sure. And we'll make sure that's a consideration throughout this reveal season, because we know that Infinity DLCs are the priority for the vast majority of people listening to us. So yeah,
Yep.
let's keep that in mind.
Yes, nice. Okay, then let's dive in, right? Whew, I'm
Yeah,
so
let's go.
excited.
Let's go for the first one.
We start with Woody, Jungle Guide. Oh, legendary already.
Yep,
Shift 3,
straight in.
uninkable 5 costs. 1 strength, 5 willpower, shift 3. Quest for 2. Whenever this character quests, draw a card, then you may play a character with cost 2 or less for free. And your other toy characters get +1 willpower. Okay, that's an effect for sure.
Yeah,
Um,
on the surface, I like this card a lot. Obviously, 1 strength leaves it like very vulnerable, and being uninkable is a serious markdown. But you can say that about any uninkable card. To me, this begs many questions around like how good are the toys, right? Like how good are these other toy cards
yeah.
that this second effect is relevant?
Yeah, I mean the stat line is really sad. I think that kills it sadly. For me, I think because like muses and brawl stuff are a thing, and if you shift this turn 3 and then you get something and then it gets brawled, I don't think the red player is too sad about it.
No,
And
no,
Sisu,
I don't think
yeah.
I see this as something that's going to be that strength number makes it pretty much irrelevant in Infinity, I would say,
Oh
because you
yeah,
just have to make
Infinity.
these
Yeah,
lower
in
strength
Infinity.
things.
You mean
Yeah,
constructed? Yeah, constructed.
yeah, we have to think about both.
Sorry. Yeah. Let's start always with constructed. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Constructed. It's very interesting. Um,
Yes.
yeah, that's an
Yeah, I
interesting
agree.
card.
There's a lot to like.
I mean, that's an effect. I can see this in like nearly already fitting in this kind of like this steel song type decks that running around right now. That's nearly a very good fit in already. I don't think you need too much toy synergy. I mean, this is nearly like a surfer stitch, the snowboarder stitch with less
Yeah,
strength. But it's
yeah, and
uninkable.
that less strength, the less
Yeah,
strength is very relevant, and the uninkability is relevant. But
yeah.
there is upside there.
Shift is
Um,
upside. Yeah,
Obviously,
sure.
if these toy cards are like good, then it gets significantly better. But
Yes.
yeah, it all comes together off that support. But I mean, the fact that you're playing something with 2 cost or less for free, obviously your primary thoughts will be like, well, I get to draw a card, then ink, then play my dock for free or something, draw more, and keep doing that sort of thing. Um, but going back to very old school thinking, whenever I play this kind of like card that's vulnerable that I want to quest with multiple times if I can,
Yeah.
I always think that my 2 cost character, I want it to be LeFou, and then just ready my Woody and go again next turn.
Oh
That's like
no, I
that's
think you
my kind of my kind of fair synergy.
I think a good synergy is like to play something that like a brawler, like a Calhoun or something, like to protect it,
Yeah.
like or like hyper aggressive stuff. But I would be afraid that this gets just taken out for free then, or for
Mm.
nearly free. But maybe that's good enough. It's an interesting. It's an interesting card. It's a good design card. I don't think. I don't think this is unplayable. But it has some question marks for sure. If this would
Yeah,
be
still a lot of
inkable, then
unknowns.
if this would be inkable, then it would be like a no-brainer fit in some things. But a shift target also, maybe it's a one cost, the one cost tutu. If there's a one cost tutu or something, that
Yeah,
helps it a
that
lot.
changes things.
Yeah, so there are a lot of question marks for this. In a vacuum, we can't really say how this is. In Infinity, as I said, I think that's not playable. A card like this.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Okay. But
Okay,
it's
so maybe
yeah. Sorry.
yeah, maybe we see some more toys soon,
Yeah.
and it can help us.
Okay. The next one is Jessie, Lively Cowgirl. 3 cost 3/3. Whenever this character quests, if you have 2 or more other toy characters in play, you may draw a card. And a quest for 1. And whenever you pay 2 or less to play a card, chosen opposing character gets -1 strength until the start of the next turn. Okay.
Yeah, so that effect is going to count for songs that you sing
Yeah.
because that's paying less than 2 to play a card. So if you sing a song, you'll get that effect.
Okay.
If you play other cheap characters or cheap actions, obviously, and also like cost reducers. So that it feels like a weirdly templated card, but you've got that caveat around paying 2 rather than it being 2 cost or less, so that it counts for songs and cost reduced characters. Like when you play something for free off Woody as well. So yeah, there's some. I mean, this second effect is less relevant than the first, but
Yeah, the first is sadly like a bit like the stat line, like in current situations, how the
yeah,
last formats are, the stat line is so horrible. Yeah, so like to quest with it, actually, to quest with Nani is okay because you can sit with it, but to quest in this in a cat format and stuff, it's like really.
yeah,
But that could change, of course. But it's also like a task for this toy stuff. Yeah, it's also not a bad card for sure, but it's like in general it gets outclassed by Nani crazily, I think.
yeah. I think it's one of those cards where we have to think really hard about like remembering the world that we're in now versus the world we're in the past, which
Mhm.
is that for those of us that played the game heavily from set 1, we maybe still look at a 3 cost 3/3 and the state of the past leads us to think that that's a fair rate. It isn't. A fair rate for a 3 cost is a 3/4 now.
No, yeah,
That's the
that's
baseline,
yeah.
which makes this significantly understated. A 3 cost 3/3 is actually not a good body.
I mean,
Doesn't line up well into anything on curve anymore.
it's okay if you don't want to quest with it, but you want to quest with it, because you want to draw
Yes,
a card.
exactly.
Yeah, Nani is okay because it can sit there sometimes and stuff. But yeah, yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
this
like
is this is
it's
it's
okay. It's
worse. Yeah.
okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's not bad for sure, not. But yeah, maybe we underestimate the second effect. Maybe you can flood the board then and screams for Under the Sea also, like, like maybe you just
Yeah.
played it. Oh, if you play this in dogs, oh, okay, that's something else. But then you have to play toy characters to get a first effect. But you can really set up a good Under the Sea with this card. Um, yeah. Let's see.
Yeah,
Let's
because
see.
you're like you play your cost reduced tramp
You pl-
for like you pay 2 ink for it and then it still
y-
activates the effect and it finds the under the sea, right?
First of all that, and then also like you play a one cost lady, reduce something. Play another card, reduce something. Play another card, reduce something. Sing Under the Sea. Like it's not reduced to
Yeah.
once per turn. Like this second effect, you can really set up the play multiple characters. They are all cost 2 or less, like in dogs, and then yeah, you set up this Under the Sea. Like, but yeah, is that justifies a 3 cost 3/3 in that deck? That doesn't draw a
Yeah,
card probably because like you don't play too many toys, most likely. Yeah, let's see.
yeah. It's like what's it replacing? You know, is the tough question.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like just mind, just thinking about Infinity. This card is not playable, I think. Yeah.
no,
Um, okay, but it's solid.
yeah,
And then we have another Sid Phillips, which is also a
yes,
legendary, a red legendary. 6 cost 5/5. Quest for 2. When you play this character, you may banish another chosen characters of yours. If you do, each opponent chooses and banishes one of their characters. During your turn, whenever a toy character is banished, gain 2 lore. Wow, that's something.
yeah. This is by far and away the most exciting card that I've seen. Um, this just gets my deck building brain like whirring. Um, I really like it as a balanced sort of, you know, it sort of sucks that your opponent gets to choose which character they banish. Like you obviously pick off something that you're happy to lose. You gain 2 lore typically in from that, and then they essentially get like Be King Undisputed. Um, but I'm very
Mm,
very interested in like just curving this into a board wipe and winning the game on the spot.
that's
Like
crazy.
you
Yeah,
can
yeah, that's
just
also what I thought.
you
Like a B, B prep doesn't exist in constructed, but like in like red yellow or something. Wow, crazy. Yeah,
yeah,
true.
and you could easily. I'm really hoping that we get like some toys with good when banished effects because
Mhm,
this to me looks like a big enabler of a deck type which we just haven't really had in Lorcana, which is like a sacrifice type deck,
mhm, mhm,
like you're banishing your own characters to gain value. Um, yeah, in Magic, people always used to call them aristocrats decks,
mhm.
um, because of like a couple of namesake cards in some very like popular and early versions of it. So my head says I desperately want to build that, and I would call the deck Aristoicrats.
Oh, you have to save that. You already have to do Wikipedia or something like and save that
Yeah,
word for
exactly.
your.
So as soon as this, yeah, as soon as like we're seeing these cards, then I just want everyone to know that I created that. That's my piece of creative copywriting, and
um,
yeah, that's where I'm going with it. But
I mean,
it does feel like that, right? Like you have this outlet for banishing your own stuff. If this is both a banish enabler in that it banishes something of yours, and there's payoff stapled to the same card. This feels like a real there is potentially an archetype to be unlocked here.
yeah, I mean, there's surely we don't know any toy characters except the other two. They were both toys, right? The Woody and the yeah. And
Yes, yeah.
this, by the way, this is so evil guy. I got nightmares as a kid from this guy because he like tortures his toys so much. It's like, oh, it's not even funny. But yeah, I mean, this deck archetype, yeah, would need a lot of obstacles probably still to. I mean, these toys must all be like decent. At least you can't. This is not like a reward in itself. I mean, it is a reward in itself, but the toys can't all be like vanillas or something. They have to do something like these other toys,
Yeah.
which the toys must be good too, because like this is a 6 cost 5/5 uninkable on the first place.
Yes.
So, but the Tremaine effect is good. You know that's a good effect. I
It's
don't think.
a Tremaine
Yeah,
effect with upside.
yeah,
Like it's
yeah.
kind of like a
With
Tremaine
upside,
goat, isn't it?
yeah,
But
with
it's also
upside.
conditional.
Yeah, you make 2 cost Lilo revive her, and then nice
Yeah.
turn 8, bam. Um, yeah, we need to see, and we need more toys to actually really say
Yeah.
what how good this is.
Yeah, but I'm super interested in this. Really, like this is very interesting to me. This gets my brain going in a way
Yeah,
that is very
this is a really
satisfying.
this is an enabler. That's true. Yeah, it's not like an enabler that I'm very interested in. Like, there's not an archetype I would like to. I don't know. But it's like could be a new archetype. That's always cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah.
then we got.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Did you want to add something?
No, go ahead. Let's go to the next one.
I also thought about Infinity, by the way, about the Sid.
Mm.
But because you have be prep then. But it's like, boy, it's tough to survive, and wow,
Yeah. Your card quality in Infinity needs to be so high to have like any
yeah,
kind of board where that kind of payoff play works. Yeah, it's
yeah,
tough.
yeah. Okay, then we got another Woody, also a toy. 4 cost, 3/4, quest for 1. When you play this character, look at the top 4 cards of your deck. You may reveal a toy character card or location card named Andy's Room and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your deck and annual. Yeah, that's also a solid card, actually.
Yeah.
Like this toy, like that's always something what is good in an archetype. If all of these cards say draw cards, that's
Yep.
always something like that's not like too bad, especially in like a low quality low card draw format like constructed. Yeah, I mean, this is probably a playable card if an archetype like this exists, right? It's a
Yeah.
seems like a
It's like a
toolboxy approach.
yeah, like a nanny, isn't it? It's very close to nanny. Of course, like
Yeah.
the cost is different and the cost is different, the stats are different. You're not quite getting as good of a rate as a body as you are on nanny,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a good role filler, and cards like this that basically just replace themselves while maintaining a little bit of board presence, hopefully like just locking up the board and keeping it as it is. They actually perform a very I'm way higher on cards like this if my deck is essentially trying to curve into Sid into a board sweeper, for example.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like
Mm-hmm.
if we're playing this as an Amber Ruby deck and then we're just playing out toys, trying to like control the board as much as we can while every single thing that we play essentially replaces itself, and then we curve into we slowly quest a little bit and then sweep the board and gain 10 lore or something. Um,
Yeah,
like
I'm
I
still.
think that it could be real.
Yeah, I'm a bit doubtful about this sit a bit. The more I think about it, then maybe I'm wrong. Um, but it's. I don't mean the Woody is that's a solid card for sure. Like, it's not like
Yeah,
a
this is
bad. Yeah,
solid.
yeah,
You
yeah,
have to
yeah,
say this
yeah.
is solid. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. If there are
Infinity
enough good toys,
probably
like Woody
not.
is definitely playable. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, then first purple card, also a legendary. Luisa Madrigal, 5 cost, 6/4. Quest for 1, shift 3. I can take it. Pay 1, move up to 1 damage from chosen character of yours to this character. Then, if this character has 3 or more damage, move all damage from this character to chosen opposing character. Oh my gosh. This is like.
This is very well designed, but it should have more willpower, I
It
think.
should do anything, basically. I mean, this is so terrible. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is a bad card, but it's like I really wish it wasn't because the design, the thematic design of a Louisa, of like it's not just moving damage, it's specifically taking it takes it from your own ones and
Mm-hmm.
bears like it bears the brunt of the damage until it gets to the absolute breaking point and then pushes it all onto the in terms of thematic card design for a character, this is phenomenal. The card is just not playable, sadly.
I mean, you don't need to move to make that. Actually, you can just, if she runs into something, gets 3 damage, you can just do this, I guess. You don't need to
Yeah.
move it
Well,
from.
no. Yeah, you have to be able to pay the one.
Yeah, you have to pay the 1, yeah, but you don't need to move
Yeah.
3 times 1 damage to
No.
her. but it's still, I don't know, this quest for nothing, this does nothing. It's just a card, like, so it's basically a vanilla most of the time. Like, so this is not playable. Sadly. Oh, this is a
No,
legendary.
it's
That's sad. That's actually sad. I mean, okay,
yeah,
we got good purple legendaries in the past, so we can
yeah,
live with that. Okay, next Merida, 5 cost, 3/6, quest for 2, shift 3. That reminds me about Robin Hood. Um,
yeah.
while this character is exerted, whenever an opposing character challenges, you may deal 1 damage to the challenging character. That's that's a that's interesting. Oh my gosh.
It's a nice effect, isn't it? It's a very cool, unique effect that this like you're taking damage
Whoa.
as soon as you challenge. Yeah, messes up all of the. It's like a weird pseudo resist, but it's not resist. It's yeah, it's like a thorns effect. It just damages back when you get hit, which is cool. I think that's really interesting.
I think this is really, really strong.
You think so? I
Yeah.
my gut says this is like a very cool, good effect, but like not good enough to get there. I just don't see the deck for this.
Shift 3. You know how impressive Robin Hood was?
Yeah, yeah,
If we get a 1 cost Merida, this is so good against Cat, for instance.
yeah. True. Yeah, all the 4 willpower stuff can't challenge it, which means it's like it's
And you
really
can just
specifically
quest out
good
with
in
your
like
other
the
stuff.
new
You could
world.
shift this, quest out with your other
Yeah,
stuff. I like this a lot.
yeah. Okay, there is a
Uh,
lot to like there actually.
um,
Yeah, interesting.
I
It's a
like this a
strong one.
lot.
Yeah, same.
Maybe it's not. It's not. Yeah, I mean, it could still be a card that's not fitting anywhere. That's so. It's true what you say. Like, it could be a card that's not fitting anywhere, but it's. I don't know. You shift 3 is very cheap for a 6 cost, 6 willpower 2 quester, and this actually is not unhappy to be challenged, and also enables your other cards to quest.
Yeah,
I like this. I really like this. This is a card I will have. That's a card I like. At least.
yeah, sure.
Yeah. I mean, always when we talk about new cards, the odds that the card becomes meta or something are like not very high for any card, basically, because like often, like when new sets come, like, I don't know, maybe 10, 20 cards or something are playable in the end. But
Mm,
yeah, this is one of the cards I like most till now. I mean, it needs a shift target for sure. Yeah, if you get no shift target, then it's like a bit weird. Okay, Buzz Lightyear, also a toy. So we get also like we get green, yellow, and red toys actually.
yeah.
7 costs, uninkable, which I already don't like to see. 7/5.
It's a hard
7
it's a hard sell.
7/5. Green, 2 quester, shift 5. When you play this character, you may return an action card which costs 7 or less from a discard to your hand. Whenever you play an action, chosen character gets +1 lore this turn. Oof.
I mean, there are good applications for this, right? There
Yeah,
are
yeah,
lots of
that's
things.
true.
You're you're shifting on 5. You're pulling back pretty much any song with cost 7 or less and singing it right away. So your immediate thoughts are like huge game swinging songs like Whole New World, maybe even Be Prepared. Like if you need to sweep the board in a pinch and need like additional copies of Be Prepared, you can do that. But then you're playing red green and you're playing Infinity and you're playing an uninkable 7 cost Buzz Lightyear,
No,
so you're probably losing the game.
I rather think about this in like blue green or something. Then so you play this,
Yeah.
then
Oh
you chain or
yeah.
develop your brains and quest for 10 or something. Um,
Yeah. Wow. That's something to think about.
Yeah, so that's something. So the cheap actions that recycle themselves, but it's like I think that's the design for the card. I guess I don't know, but
Yeah.
I mean this is for sure not a bad card. But I said like, I mean this is a threat. This is a threat. I have to say this is a threat. You play this. Your opponent really, really needs to be careful now because like this quests for easily for 5 then or something.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, if you play blue green, do you not play rather Hades?
Yeah. Yeah. Often, probably, but again,
um,
it's one of those like it's one of those things that does have potential to take an archetype in a new direction or form a new archetype because
yeah.
there is like there's another card we're going to look at shortly, which I think pairs pretty well with this.
This is not a bad card. Yeah, it's a cool card design. High cost uninkable again is like really, really. If you see the number of high cost uninkable cards that ever made a cut, that's so limiting.
Yeah.
It's like Hades and Be Prepared.
He's this is interesting. This is like a deep cut reference. This is a deep cut synergy. He's a captain, which means you can
Mm-hmm.
ready him with the green steel Mr. Smee, which is
Oh,
also another card, which is a combo engine for playing multiple actions in a turn.
oh, and with this goes crazy with how's the card name? Yeah, which just 3 cost green card, which just with just reading one character. How is it called?
Oh, you came back.
You came back, yeah. And you can
Yeah,
do you can authenticate some with this.
there's a combo deck maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it reminds me a lot on Shark
I
when I see this. Like it's a lot of it reminds me a lot. Shark is based the second effect is basically Shark effect. You can say the bottom.
very
Yeah, yeah,
similar.
yeah,
It's a little worse because it's conditional on having
yeah.
something else to quest with.
No, you can quest with him. Yeah,
Yeah, you can quest with him, of course, but then
yeah,
then you're delayed a turn in doing it, or like often you're singing with
yeah, yeah.
this.
Okay,
You know,
yeah, yeah. That's true.
If you use Shark to sing
Ah, yeah. Okay, now I know what you mean.
whatever
Yeah,
Pirate's Life or
exactly.
something,
Yeah,
then you get the lore as well as yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, there's another card though that again fits into that. Like, actually, the more I look at this, the more I'm thinking there might be some sort of tier 2 to 3 archetype here. There is
Maybe
like
hey, this
something
is
that's going to
no.
feel a bit storm-like.
I think this Bastard could be way better than we think. I really
Yeah,
think that because like yeah, okay, yeah, maybe not, but it's like it's for me it's still an uninkable Shark. It has even the same stats. No, not the same, but nearly the same. No,
and do you know
no,
what's
it's
really
a Shark.
nice about this?
What?
You know what's really nice about this card, like thematically?
Huh?
Buzz Lightyear is an action figure.
Oh, that's
When
like a
Woody
word
grabs
game.
him and goes, "You are an action
Yeah,
figure."
yeah. And then he's like destroyed and drinks tea with
Yeah,
the
Mrs.
princesses.
Nesbit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, my word. I'm an space cowboy. Okay, let's move on.
Yeah.
The Pizza Planet, also from Toy Story, where they got this green. It's a 2-cost location with 7 willpower, which is decent. 2 to move, 1 lore. Your toy characters can move here for free. Whenever a character is challenged while here, each opponent loses 1 lore.
Mm, that
Yeah.
second effect is a little underwhelming for me. Like that, it was
Yeah.
all sort of looking quite good. This was kind of getting towards library type stats. But it is not a library type effect, is it?
It's a no. No, I don't
It's
think
well
so.
statted. It's a good rate. Seven willpower
Yeah,
location for
that's
2
okay.
that does gain a lore. The rate's
If at
good,
all, then
but
that is the reason to play it. But
yeah,
um, I don't know. The problem is if you play this in aggressive decks, there are probably better locations, and in smaller lists, your opponent just doesn't care about this.
Yeah.
And she removes the location when he wants to. No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't see the deck. Maybe there's some synergy with like toys and locations more, but I don't see it. Okay, yeah, not too exciting. The next also a location, a 2-cost location, 6 willpower, 2 to move, remote inkland, 1 lore. At the start of your turn, put a top card of your deck into your discard. Characters get +2 strength while here.
Yeah, this doesn't really do
No.
anything for me.
No. I mean, there's a discard
It's
synergy
cool
stuff,
enabler.
but yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we need to spend too
No,
long on this one. Like there is some. It's an enabler of discard synergy if that becomes
Yeah.
a thing.
Then the next super rare gadget, Hack Wrench, 4-cost, uninkable 1/5, super rare, quest for 1. When you play this character, you may play an item with cost 3 or less for free. Your characters with support get +1 lore. Do you know what I immediately think when I see this?
What's that?
Snowford.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
But yeah, it's green-blue then, and it's another uninkable. But I think I like play this and play Snowford for free. I like it. Like Snowford, the problem
Yeah,
about
that's a
Snowford
pretty.
is that you skip turn 3, but it's. I mean,
Yeah,
the card does
just
nothing.
do this on
Basically.
turn 4 instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that idea. That seems pretty good.
And also, like, it boosts your support characters with lore.
Yeah,
It's gimmicky, but it's like.
it's very gimmicky, but like again, that's the kind of thinking that I'm always here for. Because gimmicky is like is the step that comes just before good.
Yes, and and we know the great history that green-blue aggressive decks had in the past.
Yes.
They were dominating. No,
Yes.
but I already immediately thought Snowford. I think that's a cool card with this Snowford. I think that's the best
Yeah.
use case for this probably.
Yeah,
Oh,
for
sorry,
sure.
the sound here comes. I hope you don't mind that, listeners. It's always like here in
Oh, is it your
Japan. Yeah, it's like
monkey alarm?
no, like always on 5 p.m. There comes also like every village has his own sound. Like we introducing the evening, and in all houses there comes like a jingle, and you have to listen to it. I feel sorry,
I like.
but
Oh, that's really nice. That reminds me a lot of in Animal Crossing. In Animal Crossing, you have to do that. You have your town jingle, and it
hmm
plays like when the hour changes.
hmm
That's very cool. I didn't
but
know that was a thing in real life.
here's it's 12 midday, then 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. and every time a different one. And all towns are very proud of their jingle.
Yeah, I bet.
Um, nice. Okay, let's move on.
That's
Um,
very cool.
Mr. Incredible, 4-cost 4/4. Quest for 1, uncommon. When you play this character, you may deal 2 damage to chosen opposing robot or villain character. No, I don't think so. Or do you have anything to say
No,
about
no.
this?
There has to be tons of robots and villains for something like that to be
Yeah,
playable. Like there have
and
to be
even
so
then, it's
many.
like
And also, I want to speed through this because I really think you're gonna love the next card.
the next one. Okay, that's a
Yeah.
Merida again. The first one Merida was insane, and this one is a 5-cost uninkable. Why do you think I like uninkables? 3/5 quest for 2. When you play this character, you may return an action card and then 3 arrows from your discard to your hand. Okay. Whenever one of your action deals damage to an opposing character, deal 2 damage to that character. Okay. Can we have that action too? Is it the next?
Yes,
Oh, this
the
is the
next
next
card. The
card.
next card is the action.
That's a 3-cost action. Deal 2 damage to chosen character. Then you may deal 1 damage to another chosen character. Ah, okay, I see it. That's a really cool card design, I think.
Yes. If this Merida sings "Grab Your Swords," it deals 4 damage to everything on the opposing side. It's pretty
Oh,
good.
true.
It's like a one-sided board wipe, 2-card combo, but 2 uninkables.
I would doubt that this card sees play. I don't like it, honestly.
You don't like it? I thought you were going to be very high on it.
Yeah, I mean the action is really bad. I think that's like totally overcosted. I think you are never happy to play this. So
No.
yeah,
No, so it
not
makes
never,
the
but it's
legendary a bit
like
of a hard sell as well.
no, I don't think this. I don't think both. I mean, you can sometimes play this and then sing strength, but it's an uninkable card. I don't think both of these. I would be very surprised. I mean, to
Yeah,
get
okay.
it back, it's okay, but it's like.
Yeah, it's still not a great proposition, is it? No. Okay, I think I'm with you. I think I agree.
Okay, then we got another aerial.
Well, I think before we do
Oh,
aerial,
yeah, yeah,
the next 6 are
yeah.
a cycle. The next 6 are a full cycle of travelers.
Uh-huh.
I don't think any of them are good. So
Okay.
I would suggest we move through them reasonably quickly, but I'm keen to hear if you think any of these are good. So they all have on quest effects, basically, which are like
Okay.
thematic with their color, and
Mm-hmm.
on quest effects when the bodies aren't great are generally quite bad because it means exposing that body to challenge just to get the effect. So that's what's driving me to say this. But let's have a look at these 6 and we'll go through them and you
Mm-hmm.
see if you think any of them have any potential.
Okay, the first one is a 4-cost aerial 3/3 quest for 2. Whenever this character quests, if you played another character this turn, chosen opposing character can't challenge and must quest during the next turn if able. This is not good. No.
Nope. Next.
I don't think that's Maleficent 5-cost 3/5. Also quest for 2. Whenever this character quests, if you played another character this turn, you may exert chosen opposing character. Oh, no.
No.
It's a bit better, but no, I don't think
Yeah,
so.
it's a little better, but again, it's conditional, it's slow. It's just there are tons of cards that have this effect and do it better.
Then Cruella de Vil, green, 6-cost 4/4, quest for 4. Whenever this character quests, if you played another character's turn, you may banish chosen damaged character. That's so terrible. No, this is. I mean, the stats are okay, like
This
this,
one,
like
this
this.
yeah,
This is like the Robin Hood, like nearly the Robin Hood, but this effect is so hard to pull off. This is nearly a vanilla here.
yeah. There's
I
like
don't
you
think
can do
so.
some things with it, like you can curve it into the legendary Shere Khan and then put the damage on immediately quest, and then that kind of starts the Shere Khan engine. But it's a lot of hoops to jump through. The questing for 4 and the stats make this look slightly better than some of the others, but I still don't really think it'll do anything.
Yeah, Queen of Hearts, 4-cost 4/2, red, quest for 2. Whenever this character quests, if you played another character this turn, chosen character gains rush this turn. Okay, this is the best one.
Yeah, but the 2 willpower
You
to
play the
me
other
is like
character. You play but you play the other character, then you quest, and you give the other character rush.
yeah.
Yeah, but for 4/2 is better than a 3/4 or something. 4/2 can't be like traded efficiently for most stuff.
Yeah, I just a 4-cost 4/2 just to me screams immediately dies
Yeah,
to
I
Elsa,
mean it's
immediately
probably
dies to
unplayable.
Angel.
Yeah, that's
Like
also the thing. Yeah, I
Elsa and
mean
Angel,
the odds
like
are
2 of
very
the
low.
yeah, they're super
Nah,
relevant
no,
in the format,
no,
and it just falls over to them.
that's true. Cinderella 4-cost 1/4, quest for 2. Whenever this character quests, if you played another character this turn, you may put the top card of your deck into. they're so like even herself is better in her other version.
Yeah.
No, this is not good. When this is okay as a princess, no. But when do you want you quest with this on turn 5?
Yeah, to ramp you
So
to 7.
yeah, this is
And then it's a 1/4. Like Donald Detective is like a bet
yeah,
is better at doing that on turn 5.
yeah, yes.
And that card is barely
And
played.
Pocahontas, another Pocahontas, 4 cost 4/5. Decent stats. Quest for 1. Whenever this character quests, if you played another character, you turn a location card from the discard to your hand. Yeah, okay, this is a role player. This is the best one. I mean, this
Yeah,
is a
this
role
does.
player. If something like this does something, like if there's a location, but if there's a location, decent location in a steel deck, yeah. I mean, this is a role player at least.
Yeah, there's
That's
a
at least
reason to
how I
include
see
this in
that.
your deck, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's saved by the fact that its stats are on rate, which is more than the
Yeah,
others can say.
yeah, yeah. This is the best one for sure.
Yeah. Okay. It's a shame that such a cool cycle and obviously like a very unique cycle in this set is so wildly underpowered.
Yeah,
But
this is really underpowered. Yeah, this is
yeah,
crazy underpowered.
when we have a marquee cycle like that in a set, you want it to be something to get excited about. And
Yeah,
I think these are
these are all
extremely
not
unexciting
good.
cards. Yeah, it's a shame.
Okay, then we have Lenny.
Yeah.
Lenny is a 3 cost 0/2. Quest for 1. When you play this character, chosen opposing opponent reveals the hand and discards an action card of your choice. Once during your turn, whenever you play an action, you may ready this character. Okay. I mean, this is probably not good enough, but
I like that it synergizes with Buzz. I like that you can like give it an extra roar with Buzz and then ready it
oh,
and quest again. But it's
oh,
only
yeah,
if it wasn't once during your turn, this would be a crazy combo engine because it would be exponential
yeah, but
gain with
they need
with the
both to
shift
be
Buzz.
dry.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean with shift, yeah, okay, but yeah, but I think this is in general too slow. Probably,
yeah,
you
yeah.
can't
I agree.
spend your turn 3 to do basically nothing. You really
Yeah,
do nothing. I mean, Ursula or Mowgli do a tiny bit at least. It's like I said, like last set with where people were hyped about this Timon, and then I said, tell me against which deck you can play it 3 cost 2/3. Like
yeah,
that
yeah,
does nothing. It's like even if you get my strength, yeah. So I would doubt it more. But yeah, maybe. Oh, maybe that this is a card that in Infinity maybe has a spot. Maybe in
yeah.
like this
Might
card
actually be
decks.
one of those
Um,
rare examples of a card
yeah,
that does more in Infinity. Yeah,
yeah. Because like in this card decks, I could see that a bit.
yeah,
Um, Then we have Zipper, which is just a 1 cost Sapphire character, 0/4 quest for 1.
yep,
Yeah, we didn't have that yet.
yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Sapphire hasn't had access to one of these, and it's an ally, which is relevant for the aggressive Sapphire decks. So, you know,
Yeah,
it
this
does a
is
thing.
this okay.
There's something there.
Then we have Willow the Wisp, 1 cost 0/3 quest for 1. When this character is banished in a challenge, you may return this card to your hand. Oh, this is a good one.
Yeah, this is an interesting one drop for sure. We haven't seen a lot of that. Like what's replacing some of those more impactful purple one drops like
This is a good
Broom. We
one.
haven't seen interesting options for a while, but this is certainly something to think about, isn't it?
Yeah, this is a decent aggressive character. Very decent. And I also like about it that it doesn't get just randomly taken out by a Tipo or something, like
Yeah, yeah.
it's also
It's
not
nice. It's a good
Yeah,
one.
that's good. Yeah, I also think like this is a good one with Snowfall. Actually,
Yeah,
um,
yeah. Everything's good with Snowfort.
I'm like just thinking. Um, yeah, but I think this is a playable card, and I think that this is one of the cards of all the cards we've seen, which I think has the most odds to be like played. I think competitively, because it's like in each aggressive purple deck, like loves this. Like if you have like this green purple burn, for instance, is like the perfect card for this.
Yeah.
Or like yeah, also like even like purple steel or something. I really like this. This is like probably for a lot of decks better than the Diablo, the one cost.
Mm,
Um because you even if you just get it back and ink it, then it just replaced itself. Um I really like that
yeah.
card.
Yeah, it's good.
Yes, and then we have two cards left. We have Dash Par. I don't know if I said it right. I don't know the
Yeah,
English names. Yeah. Four cost, uninkable 3/2, quest for 2, rush. This character can quest a turn its play. Oh, that's the effect I thought about for a long time.
Yep.
That should be implemented. Or I don't know if it should be implemented, but it's like I thought like that's an obvious effect that you could print. Um, but is it, yeah, I mean it's like a goat.
Yeah.
But it's like in general this is terrible. But it's also like I don't think so. I don't think this card is good.
I
But
think this is good.
oh really?
I like this card. I think that sometimes having like a 3/2 rusher is going to be really good. I like the fact that it does
Tell me the board
something.
state.
It does something immediately when it's played, both aggressively
Yeah.
and defensively. So design wise, I think it's decent. Like the stats are obviously a little underwhelming, but if the stats were much better, then it would be broken, I think. But
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's clear.
um
I can just see this card a lot in your hand, and
yeah,
you hate
this
it.
is
Uh,
if it was inkable, it's a slam dunk. The uninkability makes it a very tough deck building consideration, but like
yeah,
I don't know.
because imagine all the matchups. Like if you play with Purple Team Mirror match, you never want to draw this card. Yeah, I mean in the end game if you're on 18, but if your pawn plays a genie and you play this, yeah, then you feel like you lost the game already.
Yeah, sure.
Um, and yeah, I mean against decks like green blue or something, it's probably decent. And maybe I'm underestimating it,
No,
but I think
I think your assessment is pretty spot on actually. It's going to be very hard to because it's uninkable, when you draw it, sometimes you are going to be forced to play this on turn 4, or you're going to be forced to play it like you can't just hold reach forever unless you're playing a super hyper aggro burn deck, which of course wants more of these options if it has access to them. Even though it's a little overcosted for that deck. Um, yeah, for a lot of so the natural place where something like this slots is into purple steel, which is the
yeah.
kind of default mid rangey but has access to massive reach deck. Um, and as you say, there are plenty of board states where just this looks bad, which is tough for an uninkable card because
I
it has to be
remember
good all the time.
Yeah, it has to be good audit. I remember when the Goofy got revealed back in the day, and I
Yeah,
said like people saying like even players like I don't want to blame him because he was an incredible player. He is an incredible player. The Candio said this card will warp how we think about the game. But the fact that, and I said that I'm so clever that I say that now,
yeah,
right? But I said back in the day, and I said like a card that's not you. You have a lot of times where you don't have so many situations where you can. This Goofy is a lot of the time just bad on curve, and a card that's bad on curve is and Goofy is even inkable, and this is uninkable, and Goofy does nearly the same than this.
yeah.
Um,
Very similar to Super
Maybe
Goof
even
in
better.
its design.
Uh, and this Goofy saw a bit of play. I would doubt it more, but maybe I'm too low on it. Can be really. I think in also like in a green purple burn, maybe it's too high costed for that, but it's also like reach for the deck, for instance. I
Yeah,
think
for sure.
also like maybe an infinity card, but goat is just outclassing this, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. And then the last one is Violet Par. 3 cost 4/2, quest for 1, evasive. When you play this character, you may move when damaged from chosen character to chosen opposing character. Okay.
4/2 evasive for 3 is on rate, isn't it? It's obviously like new cards
Yes,
like
not
Angel
bad.
make it look a little worse as a stat line, but
Um,
it's not terrible.
it's really not terrible, yeah. It's okay. And the problem is a bit like if your opponent has an Elsa and then Elsa is a bit hungry, just wants
Yeah.
to snack something. But yeah, it's still okay then. Um, Yeah, I think this is a playable card. I could even imagine this thing play. This checks also like all this like how's it called, the alert stuff, like all this Lexington and
Yeah.
Gigi and stuff.
Yeah,
I
so
mean, you
like
could say Angel, but yeah, I mean, a lot of things die to Angel. And I don't know how relevant Angel will be. I think Angel is still a role player a bit. Like if decks like dogs or something are not that
definitely.
crazy, then
Definitely.
Angel is also a lot worse. So the weakness to Angel is not like something I would say
Yeah.
immediately. It's like
It's
uh,
not like dies to Dragonfire, or
yeah.
dies to Brawl, dies to Angel. Yeah, it's a little different,
Yeah,
sure.
I actually like that card. Honestly, it's a good singer. So I mean, this is a purple steel card. It's a good singer.
Yeah.
Because it is evasive. It's a one best singer nearly for strength. You can't ask for a better singer. Um,
No, it's
yeah,
decent. Yeah.
that's a decent card. And the
Yeah.
second effect, I think sometimes it comes up. Probably.
Yep.
I mean, the more I think about it, the more I like it. Honestly, yeah, I think that's a decent card.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay. Um,
That's it. We're out of
yeah,
cards.
that's it. What are you? I think for me the most exciting. What are you most exciting for now? The
Most
Sid, right?
excited. Yeah, I'm most excited for Sid. I just really like the idea of. I, I really want to just try and explore that archetype and just see, like, is there a kind of sacrifice type deck out there? Is there something where we are happy to just gain incremental value and curve into a board sweeper? If we get toys which have good on banish effects, for example, then we can start to look at things like Lonely Grave, that sort of thing as well. Then we could even
Mm-hmm.
play it
Mm-hmm.
as like we could even play it as a Lonely Grave Ralph deck,
Mm-hmm.
for additional non-action sweepers that kind of, you know, curving Sid into a Lonely Grave Ralph would banish all your little toys, gain you a ton of lore, clear a lot of your opponent's board, and leave your Sid
And,
alive, for example. These
yeah,
kinds of
that's cool.
things.
Yeah,
Um,
that's
so that's where my head's at. I would like to try building that. Yeah, just remember I called it a Wrist Toycrats before everybody else did, and it's my deck and I own it. And I came up with the idea of Sid Phillips, and that card wouldn't exist if I didn't. Anybody else is copying? No, but that's what I'm super interested in having a go at building. To me, it's a playstyle I really like. It's something that hasn't been in Lorcana yet, so I will certainly be giving it a fair try.
yeah, that makes sense.
And how about for
For
you? What are you
me,
excited about?
I think I'm most excited for now for the Green Merida. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I mean these purple cards. These. I mean all the three last cards are like all like a bit decent,
Yeah,
but it's not like super exciting. They're just a new 3 drop and but this Merida is, I think, I really like that. I hope she gets a 1 cost. That would be really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, and I hope the same for Woody, you
Um,
know? I hope we get a 1 cost Woody.
yeah, Woody also. Yeah, Woody is also some. I mean, Woody is a card that I really, when I initially see it, I hated to play it myself because like it's so like, it's like this like um Tiana or something where you
Yeah.
just know you if you're on the draw and your opponent plays a bit like aggressive or something, you just do nothing with this. Yeah, you have an
Yeah.
uninkable 5 cost that can't challenge that you just do nothing against this. And this Tiana nearly the same. Like Tiana is way more oppressive than this, but yeah. So I'm already like a bit like, oh, I don't know. Yeah, the Jesse is decent. The other Woody is decent. I think the toy stuff, we're all a bit decent. I think the Buzz Lightyear is also something I'm not personally interested in, but could have some legs.
Yeah, there's a lot of potential there with
Yeah.
that Buzz, isn't there? That Buzz is like a card that's begging to be broken. It's just
Yeah. There could be like I also think about yeah, if you reduce the cost for actions and stuff, and I don't know, maybe there's, but yeah, it's like in comparison to Shark, and Shark exists in constructed, you know, like it's not that he's in Infinity, he's still there, but nobody plays him. So this is like nearly the same, but worse, I would say. Like
yeah.
costs 1 more, is uninkable, needs a bit of love for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
but nice. Okay, so then I think from now on we talk every week about new exciting cards, right? And
Yeah.
see how they will. For now, I didn't see something that really shakes up Infinity, for instance. Maybe this
No.
maybe this Lenny, but also not really crazy. No,
No, the potential doesn't really
uh,
look there for Infinity with a lot of this stuff yet. But obviously, we'll
yeah,
keep that in mind for assessment moving forward.
maybe there's Sid stuff for Infinity, but yeah,
The problem is that the
I want
card
you. I
pool.
want you to cook me. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
okay,
card I want you to cook me because I'm not believing in this card, and
okay.
you prove me wrong. That's
Yeah, well,
always
the
something
challenge
I want
accepted. I'll be doing it anyway, so I'm more than happy to build this deck and just sort of see what I think could be done with it. Yeah, really nice to actually have a card like that I feel so excited about, and it's
No,
like,
no, no. No. Just for the record, I don't believe in this card. Um, I think it's more of a removal piece for me,
yep,
like than this like actual OTK stuff,
yeah,
which
for sure,
I
for sure,
from now would see like a bit more doubting.
yeah,
But yeah, maybe that's yeah, we will see.
yep.
Okay. Then I think we are finished, right? Or do you have anything to
Yeah,
add?
yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, so on Thursday we'll have our card reveal video up. That'll just be a short one to talk about the
Yeah.
card that we're revealing. And yeah, until then, we will just keep our eyes out for new spoilers, and we'll be back every week to talk about the new cards as they're revealed. Yeah, I feel quite hopeful. I think there's going to be some cool stuff coming
Yeah.
up. The first batch of stuff normally isn't that impressive, but there are some really
Yeah.
cool build arounds here, and some super playable stuff as well. Like that Will o' the Wisp, I think is like, yeah, that's just a good card, right? Like that's just
That's a good card, yeah.
yeah. So there are things here that will make an impact. But yeah, plenty more to talk about over the coming weeks, and yeah, hopefully we'll be back to sort of full energy from this lingering illness soon, and can start to trash talk some of these. I'm excited to hate new cards. You know, new cards means new
Yeah.
things to hate, which is great.
And you didn't hate about any Blurple players today. You're
I
very
didn't know.
peaceful today. Yeah.
You can tell
Yeah.
that my energy is like suppressed. Well, I have to conserve all of my energy to get better. This is and so yeah, you can tell when I'm at full health because it's when I'm just like shouting at people. But yeah, I'll be back.
be back on top form soon, I expect.
Nice. Okay, then we can only say thank you everyone for watching,
Yeah,
and
thank you.
till next week, and bye bye.
Bye bye.